a chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Mills throw complete there to Moore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A first down throw for Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Texans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw is Mills. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Okay, now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 39-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. That's 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That's ready.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Hitting London coming across the field. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 12, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Texans nothing.
On third down, here comes Swift. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
Mills on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Working with a 2nd and 4. Back to the running game with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mills. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time. There he goes, left side. A huge play there on the screen pass. 69 yards. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a wide receiver's dream, because if they can make that first man miss, a lot of times they turn these into...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here we go. Shot 17. Yellow line. Hut.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
They run again with Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead, not a whole lot. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. First down, Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ready.
Second and 3. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ridder and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it looked like a good opening. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Hunt will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
Off the play fake, Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On second down, Swift. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A first down throw for Mills. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Mills. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mills. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Texans 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mills now. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Davis Mills keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Texans have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This pass is caught by London. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And some room to run now. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Duke Dawson picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw again on second down, Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Right back to Swift again on second down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Set, ready.
He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Mills looking to throw it. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
One last shot from Mills. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.